Dashefsky, and joining me today is one of my instructors from Kahala Jiu-Jitsu, Mina. One of the guys I rely on so much to help teach all those students and stuff at our schools, so I'm really glad that you're helping me today. And today we're going to teach them what?
The armpit armbar from side control.
Armpit armbar from side. Again, a lot of people do different things and they have creative names. So this is one of those things, I call it the armpit armbar because we kind of use the armpit as a trigger of how we do this particular move. So it just makes it easy for us to remember what move it is. So I'm going to have you put your head here. Now again, from any position or any submission, we want to make sure we have a solid position. And I know we do it on all the techniques, but we never know who's going to be watching this one or the other one. So we want to make sure you understand the importance of getting a solid position. So when we're in side control, I want to make sure my knee is blocking this hip over here, preventing him from moving forward. A lot of people tend to want to block that shoulder with this knee, which is, the idea is to block this shoulder so he can't move forward. But the problem with that is my hip is so far away from him that when I go down, it's so easy for him to pull that elbow in and start recovering guard, and now I've lost it. So I want to close up that gap to prevent that elbow from coming in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread my legs as far as I can and get that knee way up by his head. But look, I'm still using my thigh to block that shoulder, so I'm still getting the result that I want. And I'm also closing up that gap. So now I'm going to start from here. And I'm holding a gable grip. Again, I don't want to hold him up high like this and control the top of his body, because now he can step out and recover guard because that hip is not being blocked. So I want to be able to pull his head to the side, kind of tilting his body a little bit. That allows me to pull this elbow down. Now I can kind of block that hip with the elbow, and I'm also twisting him, putting a little bit of shoulder pressure in the chin. Now if he tries to pull that hip out, it's really hard for him because I've got that hip tight. So now I'm here and I'm ready to go into armpit armbar. So the first thing I want to do is I want to reach up and I'm going to take this hand out, so I need to control his shoulders so he doesn't move up on me, keeping this pressure here. Now, if I just try to move this back, I'm pulling my elbow behind me. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't really have a lot of control and strength. So in order to control this arm, what I want is I want this bicep and I want to trap his arm in my armpit. So in order to get that good comfortably, I'm going to tilt my head forward and lean up and grab it and pinch. Now once I'm there, I'm going to flare my back leg up, and then I'm going to put both my toes in the ground. Now if I just try to do this and sit, I'm catching my knee in his arm and I can't really bring that knee through. The idea is I want to bring my knee into here and I want to drop my shin, the bottom of my shin, into his armpit. I don't want my knee in his armpit, I want the shin in the armpit. So I need to give space to get it in there. So I'm going to have to lift my butt. So I'm going to show you here one more time. Holding, so I'm going to control the shoulder. I'm going to lean forward, coming up on my knees, grabbing the arm and locking that armpit in. I'm going to flare my knee up, and now I'm going to lift my butt up in the air and open his arm. And then I'm going to sit and wrap his armpit around my shin, the bottom of my shin. And I'm still controlling him here, so if he decides to move around, I still got control. I just got to follow it. When he settles down, I'm going to slide my hand up, catching his wrist. I'm going to push away, grab the back of his neck with my heel, and now I'm going to suck up and pull him towards me and squeeze his shoulder, go down, and now armbar here. Okay, so let's turn this way a little bit so they can kind of see what's going on this way. So we're here, I'm in side control, catch the shoulder. I'm going to lean forward and catch that arm, putting my toe up, and I'm going to flare that open. I'm not moving my foot. My foot stays still. I just bring my toe up and I flare it open. Now I bring this toe up, I push my butt up, open his arm, slide, and I'm sitting on the ground. Now I'm in control. I'm cupping his shoulder. I've got this lock in his armpit and I'm holding. If he moves around, I just wait till he calms down. Once that happens, I don't take pressure off this arm. I don't lift up and try to grab. I keep the pressure, sliding it up, wrapping it around my leg so I can keep it tight. Now I'm going to take this arm and push myself away. And I cup the back of his head with my foot. Now from here, I call it sit up and suck up. I'm going to sit up, I'm going to suck his arm up. As I do that, I want to pull his head as close as I can to my butt here. I'm going to take away this space. So I'm going to suck up, squeeze his shoulder, then come down for the armbar. And that is our armpit armbar. And It can be really tight. We do a couple versions of the armpit armbar from knee on belly and so forth, but if using the armpit to control that arm before we attack the armbar. That's what we call the armpit armbar. So, do you like that? Would you ever get a chance to use it?
Haven't quite had a chance to use it yet.
Well, now you gotta try. There you go. Thanks for joining us.